Johanna, thank you so much. You are watching Our Vancouver. I'm Gloria Makarenko. Well, Vancouver's BMO Marathon is back with its full in-person run. This is the 50th anniversary of the event that's going to take over downtown May 1st. So there's an 8K, there's a half marathon, and there is a full race held that day as well. Well, Cory Jennermann is going to be there, but he's not going to be running out for his personal best. Cory is a pacer, so he helps others stay on track for the full marathon. Cory, hello, welcome.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Great to have you here. And you brought your pacing sign. What exactly does 3:30 mean?
Yes, so this is the time that I'm going to finish the marathon in. So I'll be finishing it in basically exactly 3 hours and 30 minutes, maybe 20 seconds before.
Okay, just take us through the role of a pacer then in a race and the importance.
Yeah, absolutely. So our role as pacers is to help the other runners achieve certain goal times. And basically there's a couple ways that we do that. The first thing that we do is we're kind of like human metronomes out there. We have a predetermined finishing time, and we're also going to run very evenly throughout the race. So for 3:30, myself and the other 3:30 pacer, we'll be going about 4 minutes and 56 seconds per kilometer on average for the entire race.
Wow, so are you next to that other pacer just to make sure you're keeping each other on pace?
More or less, we are, and we'll talk to each other too, because we're constantly looking at our watches, trying to figure out, do we need to slow down a little bit? Do we need to speed up a little bit?
I see. So yeah. Okay, so you're on track. And what is your interaction with the other runners, if any?
For sure, there's tons of interaction. I mean, often the other runners will talk to us before the race, and we'll get them excited for their goal. We'll really tell them what's coming up on the course. Remind them to take in some water, remind them where the aid stations are. And then when things are getting a little bit tough later on in the race, we'll give them any encouragement that we have to get ahead of us and get to that goal time.
I see. Well, what about taking care of your own water needs and that kind of thing?
Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely something we have to do, especially in a race like a marathon where it's really important to take in that nutrition. So yeah, I have to hit the aid stations myself or carry some gels or carry a little bit of water, and you kind of do it all with carrying the sign as well. So it's yeah.
No, I see. Okay, so can you just take us through, so 3 hours and 30 minutes for what length of a marathon?
So this will be 42.2 kilometers.
40, that's crazy. That's just, I cannot even fathom that. But take us through the curve of when you would have sort of your big burst of energy. When does it wane? When does it pick up again? Average for you.
Yeah, right. I mean, for myself, really in a marathon, it's such a long race that you want to just remain consistent. Ideally, you don't want to go out too fast at the beginning, and you kind of just get to that 32-kilometer mark and do whatever you can to finish the race. So I think it kind of progressively decreases as it goes on.
Right. Well, what have you seen in terms of Vancouver being a running city?
It's an amazing running city. I mean, Vancouver has absolutely amazing road routes, the seawall. We have world-class trails on the North Shore. And the community here is fantastic. There are a ton of great events happening throughout the year.
Okay, so you have run marathons yourself, is that it? I mean, competitively, have you run some marathons?
Well, competitive against myself.
Okay.
So I've run a number of marathons in Vancouver. I've run the Boston Marathon in 2018, and a number of different distances as well, road races and trail races.
So how does a runner become a racer?
Yeah, I mean,
a pacer.
Yeah, a pacer, yes.
Sorry, pacer.
The way that you become a pacer really is you just talk to the race. And for myself, I got into it because I remember I was running a race once that one of my friends was in, and they said, hey, I don't think you're going for your personal best. You want to run with me and see if I can kind of get my goal time. And it was such a rewarding experience that I started reaching out to the races and saying, hey, can I be an official pacer?
Right. And can we talk about the importance of having colorful running shoes in a race?
Yes. Well, I mean, it's my personal opinion that the more colorful the shoes, the faster you go. I don't know
if you're looking down, it's like, come on, pick these up, pick these up. Do you find, what do you do when you recognize that running fatigue at the end of a race, when you're coming up to the end yourself and you're just seeing people that they don't have much gas left in the tank? What do you do?
Yeah, I mean, it is really heartbreaking, especially as a pacer, because we do have to maintain that consistent pace the entire time. And really, all you can do is just shoot out some words of encouragement to people. As pacers, we're runners. We've all been there ourselves, and we know what it's like late in the race, just looking for anything to glom onto to get you to the finish. And,
right. Yeah. So it's nice you're there to cheer them on at the finish.
A simple "you've got this" can really make a big difference to a lot of people near the end of the race, especially.
Well, have a great time in the marathon. Stay on pace.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Nice to meet you, Cory.
You too.